Common causes of premature roof failure are typically, it's typically a ventilation issue, or it's a situation where the system components didn't have the same longevity as the shingles did. And also it could be a manufacturing defect. So manufacturing defects are the shingles were produced, there's something went wrong in the production process, and it may not be visible right at first, but then, prematurely, meaning it doesn't, if it's meant to last 20 years and at 10 years it looks like it's falling apart, that's premature. And it could be something in the manufacturing process that causes that to happen. I think every major roofing manufacturer at one time or another, had something wrong in the mix, and that happens. The system components, like if you have multiple layers, or if you have if the roof was put together with components that weren't meant to didn't have the same lifespan as the shingles, they may last as long as they're supposed to. But if you have a 20-year shingle and I'm making these numbers up, but if you have a 20-year shingle and you had a 10-year component that was part of that system, in 10 years, that component's now starting to degrade, and it would cause the shingles to degrade prematurely as well. Because it's kind of like if you have something that's fresh and you put something rotten with it, that fresh thing isn't going to last, isn't going to be fresh for very long. That thing that's rotten or degrading is just going to make that do the same thing prematurely. So multiple layers, and then the wrong components could do that. Ventilation is another thing that could happen. It's an important component. Ventilation is made up of intake into your attic, air, cool air coming in, and then the hottest air going out. But it also there's an insulation component to that. So those three things make up a proper insulation and ventilation for your attic space. And so if your attic space is too hot or too cold, it would cause it to prematurely degrade this roof system. So it's important to have a balanced intake and exhaust and insulation system in your attic as well.